Hey travelers! Welcome to my channel. We've got some massive news about the next Fatui Harbingers, and trust me, it's not what we expected. Some of them won't be waiting for us in Snezhnaya, they're making their moves much earlier. In this video, I'll break down the latest leaks about their locations, what this means for Genshin Impact's story, and how their arrival might change everything. But before we dive in, a quick reminder. We're giving away a Welkin Moon once we hit 1,250 subscribers. To enter, all you have to do is like, subscribe, and drop a comment. It's that simple. Now let's jump into the latest Harbinger reveals. According to new leaks, 3 Harbingers are appearing much earlier than anticipated. Dottore and Columbina are reportedly heading to Nord Krai, while Pantalone will remain in Snezhnaya. These placements hint that the Fatui's plans are already unfolding before we even step into the nation of Cryo. Of course, take this with a grain of salt. Hoyoverse has been known to change things during development. But if these leaks hold true, we're about to see some of the most powerful Fatui figures in action much sooner than expected. Let's start with Dottore, one of the most unpredictable harbingers. His experiments in Sumeru had a huge impact on the story, and if he's showing up in Nord Krai, that could mean more dangerous experiments, or even new clones of himself. There's been a lot of back and forth about whether he'll be playable. Some leaks claim he might become a unit, while others insist he'll remain an antagonist. But here's the catch. Dottore doesn't just exist as one person. He has multiple versions, or slices, of himself, each at different ages. The most well-known ones are the funeral doctor, and the one we saw at Signora's funeral, the young doctor, arrogant, impulsive, and the one we met in Sumeru. Since each version of Dottore has a different personality, what if one of them breaks away from the Fatui? Just like how Tartaglia and Arlecchino had their own unique paths, we could see a version of Dottore that isn't fully aligned with the Fatui's goals. Next up, Columbina, the harbinger that even Child is afraid of. Her presence in Nord Krai raises a huge question. Why is she appearing outside of Snezhnaya? Based on leaks and theories, Columbina is expected to be the next playable harbinger after Arlecchino, followed by Capitano. And here's something interesting. Natlan still doesn't have a harbinger as its weekly boss. Liyue had Shield Inazuma, had Signora Sumeru, had Scaramouche. Fontaine had Arlecchino. Since Natlan doesn't have one yet, it makes sense that Columbina could fill this gap. But don't expect a normal fight. She gives off the vibe of someone who plays with her opponents rather than fighting seriously. She might not even need to try against us. Finally, let's talk about Pantalone, the harbinger we know the least about. But here's something wild. There's a theory that he's somehow connected to Baizhu. At first, it sounds ridiculous, but look at the details. They look extremely similar. Both wear glasses, have refined appearances, and share similar facial structures. Their color palettes and aesthetic choices are eerily aligned. Pantalone's symbol resembles a healer's hand, which is strange for someone obsessed with money and power. In Commedia dell'arte, the Italian theater tradition the harbingers are based on, Pantalone is a rich, greedy merchant, but there's another character called Cassandro, known for adapting to situations. Historically, Pantalone and Cassandro are often tied together. So, what if Baizhu and Pantalone are connected in a similar way? Maybe they're not the same person, but they could share a past. Or Pantalone could have funded some of Baizhu's research in secret. Looking at the leaks and patterns, it's clear that not all of the remaining harbingers will appear at once. Instead of introducing them all in one big Snezhnaya arc, Hoyoverse might spread them out across multiple updates. This staggered approach would allow Hoyoverse to develop their stories properly, rather than rushing them all in one region. The Fatui Harbingers continue to be one of the most exciting parts of Genshin's lore, and with Dottore, Columbina, and Pantalone making moves soon, things are about to get intense. So, who are you most excited to meet? Do you think we'll actually fight Columbina in Natlan? And what are your thoughts on the Pantalone and Baizhu connection? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, We're giving away a Welkin Moon at 1,250 subscribers. To enter, just like, subscribe, and comment. It's that easy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.